Here go the new brake line. Yeah, I took the car cover all the way off because my uncle got me a brand new car cover as a gift. So I'm gonna be putting that on. I can finally get this ripped. Y'all don't know if y'all can tell, but this mug is ripped to shreds. Get that out of there. Here go the part number for the brake hoses. Like I said, them are the brake lines that goes from the caliper to the hard line. So these are the brake lines that I will be putting on once I redo my rotors. ARP wheel studs in. A lot longer. It'll actually be about like that. Them are about half the size. It'd be about right there. Them are half the size, you feel me? These wheel studs right there are about half the size. And then like I said, that's why I got the wheel stud installer. Look at that. Look how small that is. That's why I got the wheel stud installer, man, so I can go ahead and install the wheel studs and make sure these thread on. This is my original lug nut and the threads on, which is perfect. I already checked the bow pattern with my lug pattern reader. The bow pattern is correct as well. So hopefully that changing this out don't mess with nothing with my wheels, but it shouldn't. You feel me? I gave them the measurements and everything, and this should go perfectly. What's up, guys? It's your boy Deuce back with another video. Now this video, man, is gonna be another unboxing. I know, I'm sorry, but next video we're gonna go ahead and install the SCAR EQ in this box Chevy. This video though, we're gonna go ahead and unbox the rotors, and what is basically the rotor and hub assembly is together with these cars. You know what I'm saying? Same thing my Cutlass had, but I didn't get to do an unboxing for y'all with that car because I was just so upset, I could say. You feel me? I was a little angry that happened, you feel me, while I was driving and enjoying the car, that I literally sent it right to the shop and he fixed it and I got it back within like 2-3 days, I think. I don't remember how long, maybe it was like a week. But yeah, I went ahead and got me some brand new rotor and hub assembly and 2 new brake lines for the front of this car. Now the rear should be perfectly fine, you know what I'm saying, but I got to take the rear end apart. So once I take the rear end apart, I look and see if I need some new brake shoes, you feel me, for the rear drums, you know what I'm saying. But the fronts, like I said, I'm not putting these on. I will be changing the wheel studs today, but I'm not putting them on this car until I go ahead and buy some new brake pads. But I'm probably gonna buy the brake pads today, that way next weekend I can come out here, take the brake caliper off, use my C-clamp, clamp it down, and put me some new brake pads on with the new rotors and hub assembly with the longer wheel studs in. So like I said, I'm gonna install the wheel studs today. Hopefully that don't be too hard or too crazy to do, you know what I'm saying? It should be fairly easy to go and put on. So yeah, we're gonna put the wheel studs on today, and then like I said, next weekend I'll go ahead and install them rotors and hubs once I get me some new brake pads. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and place the order for the new brake pads today, and for my rear trailing arms, my adjustable trailing arms bushings. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy both of those today as well, you know what I'm saying? Let me put it in my phone so I remember, because if not, I will not place that order. Chevy Caprice brake pads. If I don't put it in my phone now, I will not remember. So I need 2 for this side, 2 for the passenger side, so 4 total. And like I said, shouldn't be no more than like $30-$35 to get brake pads, and then the bushings I think was like $15. So go ahead and place the order and get both of those, man. Get both of those done. But nonetheless, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, we're gonna unbox the rotor and hub assembly so y'all can see what that looks like, and then I try to show y'all, I don't know if the part number on them boxes, but the part number is on the brake hoses or brake lines. I'll show y'all the part number for that as well. And like I said, next weekend I'm gonna try to install that with the new brake lines, you know what I'm saying, try to install both of them and get that finished out of the way. That way the front wheel studs are completed, they're done, you know what I'm saying. I won't have to worry about the fronts, all I gotta do is worry about the rear. So yeah, this video we're finna go ahead and unbox them for y'all. I got my wheel studs out as well. They also right there in that little brown box. So got both of those, got everything out, man, basically for this unboxing, you feel me. So yeah, nonetheless, man, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn that post notification bell on all the way y'all get notified as soon as I drop. Share the channel, share the video. Man, road to 5,000 subscribers, so need y'all help to hit that goal. Share the channel, share the video, subscribe if you're new. Tell your family and friends, come subscribe to the channel, man, if you want to. Screen record the videos, post them on different social medias. If you don't want to do that, just click the share button and share the channel and the video any and everywhere. Nonetheless, man, let's get out of the car. Me unbox this for y'all, that way I can go ahead and get to actually working on this car, which, like I said, next video, installing the EQ, video after that, putting the wheel studs on, video after that, if I have time. unbox my impact strips. I probably won't have time to unbox the impact strips today, but I'm gonna definitely unbox the front bumper extension piece. Then the video after that, I'm gonna install the front bumper extension piece. So yeah, let's get right into this, man. I hope y'all enjoy it, and I'll catch y'all in 1 second. All right, y'all, so like I said, later on today I plan on putting the wheel studs in. That should not take me no longer than like 30 minutes to an hour to actually do. You feel me? That should be pretty quick and easy for me to head out them old studs, the smaller studs, and put these ARP wheel studs in. Should be pretty quick. But first thing first, here go the new brake lines. Yeah, I took the car cover all the way off because my uncle got me a brand new car cover as a gift. So I'm gonna be putting that on. I can finally get this ripped. Y'all don't know if y'all can tell, but this mug is ripped to shreds. Get that out of there. Here go the part number for the brake hoses. Like I said, them are the brake lines that goes from the caliper to the hard line. So these are the brake lines that I will be putting on once I redo my rotors and hub assembly. And as y'all know, I don't know what I was saying, I've been had ARP wheel studs. I have 3 packs, so I gotta order 1 more pack for the rear, but like I said, I'm not doing the rear right now, so I'm not in a rush to order them. And I also got the wheel stud installer because these are longer wheel studs, so it'll be a little harder to do with my sockets, but we're gonna get it done. So I went ahead and got this as well. Like I said, I done had this for months, bro. I done had this for a while. But yeah, them are my ARP wheel studs. That's part number 1007701. That's what fits my car, you know what I'm saying? Yo curl or knurl, however you say it, might be a little different from mine, you feel me? But this is what fits my car, and hopefully I got the right size rotor, because they sell 2 different size rotors, and I got the smaller one. I think I got the 9, and then it's 11 inch. The 11 inch I think was for the police cars, the box Chevy police cars. So I don't think that one was mine, you know what I'm saying? I think mine is the 9, and that's what I got. So yeah, like I said, y'all's might be different, might not be different. Like I really don't know. But if we come up here, I'm gonna end up taking my wheel off to see it make sure mine's the right size. Then we come up here, like I said, I got 2 brand new rotor and hub assemblies. Let me just pull them out of the box. This box is very heavy. I'm trying to do this one-handed while recording. There goes the other one, as y'all can see, and then I got one in my hand. Let's just go ahead, come back here. Alright, brand new rotor and hub assembly. There go the part number. Let me try to turn it up right for y'all. Get that out. So there go the part number if y'all need it. Like I said, this mug is heavy, very, very heavy. And here go the brand new rotor and hub assembly. Like I said, with these older cars, the rotor and hub is together. They're not separate. They're not 2 different parts. They are together. Unlike my Charger, where the rotor comes off and then your hub is still there. So this is together. This is one piece. So you gotta take the nut off that goes in the middle, get the counter pin out, and then when you redo it, you tighten it, put the counter pin back in, make sure it spins freely, you know what I'm saying? And then like I said, I'm not putting this in solely because I want to order new brake pads. I don't want to put this on with them used brake pads. You can, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it'll hurt none. But yeah, it should be pretty easy to hammer these out. I got a mallet in there as well. I think I'm gonna use the mallet first because I don't want to damage the rotor. So I'm gonna try the mallet first, hit them out, and then put my brand new ARP wheel studs in. A lot longer. It'll actually be about like that. Them are about half the size. It'd be about right there. Them are half the size. You feel me? These wheel studs right there are about half the size. And then like I said, that's why I got the wheel stud installer. Look at that. Look how small that is. That's why I got the wheel stud installer, man. So I can go ahead and install the wheel studs and then make sure these thread on. This is my original lug nut and the threads on, which is perfect. I already checked the bow pattern with my lug pattern reader. The bow pattern is correct as well. So hopefully that changing this out don't mess with nothing with my wheels, but it shouldn't. You feel me? I gave them the measurements and everything, and this should go perfectly still with the wheel because it's supposed to be an OEM replacement, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, I did get 2 of them. They are very heavy to pull out of the box. So I was trying not to pull out this one. I'm gonna just leave this one alone, but y'all see the other ones right there. 2 brand new rotor and hub assemblies. Gonna replace my fronts. I'm only replacing these because I didn't feel like taking that off and then taking the wheel studs out. I'd rather have one that's already out. That's literally the only reason why I'm replacing it. I don't think ain't nothing wrong with my rotors. They didn't feel warped. They felt perfectly fine. But I'm replacing it solely because I'm putting in wheel studs, and I did not feel like taking that rotor and hub off on both sides, replacing the wheel studs, then putting it back in used. You feel me? I just decided to go ahead and get new rotor and hub, and I also got a new brake line, and like I'm finna order new brakes as well. Is this the one? Yeah, I can't use this one. This is the one I messed up trying to put on the back. That was before I knew I had to take off my whole rear end, so I can't use this one because this one wasn't a thread. Let me make sure. Where the lug nut right here? Yeah, this one won't thread, so I can't use this one. I'm gonna have to go in the house and get my other pack. So yeah, this one's done. I can't use this one anymore because I messed up the thread. I mean, I could get the thread probably fixed, but I'm gonna buy a whole nother pack. You know what I'm saying? It'll be all right. As you see, it will thread straight on this one very easily. But with this one, I messed up the thread trying to squeeze it into that hub. So that thread is messed up. Like I said, I can go and get a thread fixer tool and fix the thread on this one, but I'm gonna just buy another pack. They only like $40, so I'll just buy another pack, and then I have 4 extra for, say one of them snap. I have extras ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, tried to put it in here. That's why I'm missing a wheel stud right there, because I tried to put this one in there with the drum off. I tried to put it on, and you can't do that. It won't squeeze on there, so you have to take the whole rear end apart to put the wheel studs on the rear. But the fronts, like I said, just put or you can just order new ones. That's what I did. And then you just take these out, hammer them out. Let me see. Trying to get the mallet real quick. Where is that mallet? That's not the mallet. There you go, the mallet. I don't want to hammer that in the car. Let's go in the grass real quick. Yeah. Go right here. Put it on some cushion. Grab my mallet. I might have to get a hammer. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a hammer. But I got a hammer in my car. Yeah, the mallet won't work. It's gonna have to have the hammer. That mug ain't even budge. I'm gonna have to get a hammer and do it. So glad I tested that out. Careful. Yeah, but I got a hammer in my Charger, so that ain't that big of a deal. But yeah, like I said, brand new rotor and hub assembly. Putting the ARP wheel studs in. I got I think 1 more pack in the house. Maybe 2 more packs in the house. I'm gonna have to go in the house and see. I think it's just 1 more pack though. But yeah, like I said, I gotta order 1 more pack, and then I gotta order 4 more packs for the Cutlass. But I ain't even doing the Cutlass right now, honestly. And the Cutlass, I just changed these. I should have put them on, or had that shop put them on before they put these rotor and hubs on, but it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Them rotor and hubs on that car is brand new, so I ain't gonna have no choice but to take that one off and then do it like that, because I really don't feel like buying another set of rotor and hubs for that car when the rotor hubs and brakes is brand new on that car. But yeah, like I said, this one I can't use, so it's trash. And I got 4 extras, and I gotta order 1 more pack. You feel me? So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. This is the brake hose one more time. It's the rotor and hub. Like I said, I got 2 of them. The other one is up there in the front, and the wheel studs. So y'all stay tuned for the install on that. Next video, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my EQ, and then the video after that, I think I'm gonna do an unboxing. That way it won't be unboxing and then installing that same part back to back. You feel me? So next video is gonna be the EQ. Video after that's probably gonna be 1 more unboxing, and the video after that be changing the wheel studs. To the video after that, it'll be another install. So try to mix it up a little bit. Nonetheless, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch y'all in a second for the outro. Alright, y'all, so that's gonna be the end of this one, man. Like I said, leave y'all opinions in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. As always, brand new rotor and hub. Like I said, next video I'm gonna go ahead and install the Cutlass EQ, the box Chevy's EQ. That way the SCAR EQ will go ahead and be installed. Then the video after that, I'm gonna do 1 more unboxing. Then the video after that gonna be installing the wheel studs. Then the last video I'm gonna record will be installing the last part, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna unbox. And then tomorrow do some stuff on the Cutlass, and if I have time, if I'm able to, come over here and do some more work, you feel me? And then Monday I'll be back over here, get my dad over here, and we're gonna figure out why in the world this car not starting. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, man, y'all stay tuned. And I just realized I thought I had 2 packs of ARP wheel studs in the house. I don't, I only have 1, so I gotta order 2 more packs, unfortunately. It's all because I messed up that 1 wheel stud. So what I'm probably gonna do is go and get a thread pitch fixer, one of them tools, and fix that thread. But I'm scared to risk it, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want the wheel stud to be stuck on this car once I put them 8s on, because I'm not always gonna have the 8s on. Sometimes I have the stock wheels on, so like I said, I'm scared to risk it. So what I think I'm gonna do is just order 2 more packs and do it like that. They $40 a piece, you know what I'm saying, so that'll be another $100 after tax. It'll be about $85, $84 after tax. But still, man, like I said, it's wasting $40 when I need just 1 wheel stud, and they don't sell them singles. You gotta buy a whole pack of them, unfortunately. Now I do have these packs, but I didn't want it to be different, you know what I'm saying. I didn't want it to look different. I didn't want to have 1 black one and then 3 or 4 gold ones, you know what I'm saying. I didn't want it to look like that, so I could, and I don't want, nah, I can't install these. I don't want it to mismatch. I don't want it to be gold wheel studs up front and black in the back. I don't want to do that. But them are the exact same size as them ARP wheel studs, but I heard them Jegs ones, they snap easy, so don't want to risk it either, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to risk no wheel studs snapping on me. So yeah, I'm gonna just have to order 2 more packs of ARP wheel studs, and then another 4 packs for the Cutlass, which is gonna be what, $180 or $160, $160 for the Cutlass. Y'all know, man, you gotta pay to play was what they say, and I'm really paying, man. I'm probably, as of right now, I'm probably about, after wheels, I still got about paint, probably about $15,000 into this car, which, you feel me, to a lot of people it probably ain't a lot of money, but I don't work a job, you know what I'm saying. I make money on the side, but I'm a full-time college student, so it's a lot of money to me, you know what I'm saying, spending all this on just this so far, and just this car. That's not even including what I've done to the Cutlass. The Cutlass got, as it sits right now with the music, probably about $5,000 in that car. It was $1,500 alone just with the welding. Then the music was another $1,500. That's 3 bands right there, you know what I'm saying, and miscellaneous stuff. Like I said, I'm probably about $5,000 to that car. So total, like I said, I'm probably about $15,000 to $20,000 to this car. And that's because I've already bought my wheels, which is $6,000 itself. So yeah, and then including, like I said, add the Cutlass with, I'm probably about $20,000 to $25,000 into both the cars. And all said and done, I'll probably be $20,000 in this car, probably about $10,000 to $15,000 in the Cutlass. Well, probably more because I gotta do custom interior in that car. So all in all, with both the cars, I'll probably be about 40, 45, maybe 50,000 to both the cars. It's, like I said, a lot of money, you feel me, especially on spending on rebuilding the car. But if y'all did not know, man, with these old schools, it take that type of money to play, you know what I'm saying, to be in the big boy leagues is what they say. And I'm not a part of the big boy leagues, but with my 8s gear here, I can say I am, you feel me, because it'd be a custom set of 28s. But nonetheless, man, enough of me yapping. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Keep God first and God bless, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.